So, good afternoon, students. So, we are going to start another unit for you, cosmetics. So, it is let us discuss about what are the different types of cosmetics there for you as per your syllabus. And with this, as we know that nowadays is very famous cosmetics. So, it can be used in different manners. Sometimes we are using it for the skin, sometimes for hair, and for nail cosmetics and cosmetic for hygiene. So different types of cosmetics there. So it's a very vast, it's not a small topic, but as per your syllabus we will go whatever the mentioned there. So let us discuss about, like for the skin, what are the cosmetics we are using, like cold creams, vanishing creams, face powders, and different types of other massaging creams that are particularly used for the skin. Like this, for hair, you are using hair dyes, shampoos, and hair tonics, hair removers. So different types of cosmetics we are using for that. For nail cosmetics, like your nail polish and nail polish removers, and different types of cosmetics for hygiene, like your bathing products. So let us discuss about the first cosmetics what I have mentioned in your syllabus, that is lipsticks. So generally, as we know that lipsticks are used for coloring, it's a coloring matter, and it is used on the lips. With this, let us discuss about the formulation. I am not telling about what are the uses. What are the formulation of this cosmetic lipsticks? So generally it's a waxy material generally we are using in the formulation. So we are using wax mixtures for that. The wax mixtures are different types, like hydrocarbon waxes, or it may be mineral waxes, or it may be different hard waxes. So the different types of waxes we are using, like your hydrocarbon waxes, generally beeswax we are using as a hydrocarbon wax, and mineral wax like your azadirachite, sericin. So different types of waxes there, mineral waxes. So like that, different types of waxes we are using as wax mixtures, which we can tell it's a base of the lipstick. And next one substance we are using, oil mixtures. Different types of oil mixtures we are using, like mineral oils, like liquid paraffin oil. Different types of vegetable oils we are using, and different types of other materials also we are using in the formulation of lipstick. So particularly in the vegetable oils we are using castor oil, propyl glycol. So these are the oil mixtures we are taking for the preparation of lipsticks. With this, the most important part in the lipstick is we are using some coloring agents. So for that we are taking bromo mixtures. We are taking bromo mixtures. These are different types of bromo mixtures are coming. These are your red bromo acids and orange red bromo acids. Two types of bromo mixtures are there, red bromo acids and orange red bromo acids. Though these are the bromo mixtures we are using. Then next one, we are using softening agent. Which will give softness to the lipstick, and also which will impart spreading capacity of the lipsticks. It can spread easily on the surface. So for that, different types of softening agents we are using, like your lanolin, and petrolactam, lecithin. So these are the different types of substances we are using as softening agent. With this also we are using different types of coloring agents, like your different types of colorants like carmine, dye stops. Dye stops mean different types of dyes like eosin. Then your pigmented stains. So these are the substances we are using in the as coloring agent in the lipstick. So it is also we are using opacifying agent. Opacifying agent which will increase the, generally it's your increase the colorness of the pigments or dyes we are using. These are your titanium dioxide. This is opacifying agent we are using. Also we are using different types of perfumes which will give a good smell to the lipstick. And with this, some of the other substances also we are using. For example, preservatives which are common in other formulation also, antioxidants, flavoring agent. So these are the general formulation of lipsticks. With this, now let us discuss about the next cosmetic, that is your shampoos. So in this, shampoo generally we are using for the hair, washing of the hair, and generally let us discuss about the formulation, the main important part. So generally, as we are using it as a washing or cleaning purpose of the hair, so we need to use surfactant in that, which will act as to clean the hairs, dust, dandruff, different types of other agents. So different types of surfactants we are using like anionic surfactant, cationic surfactant, non-ionic surfactant, amphoteric surfactants. So there are different examples that already you know. That type of surfactants we are using. And also with this, the next agent we are using is your germicide and anti-dandruff agent. Anti-dandruff agent. So different types of germicide to kill different types of microorganisms in the hair follicles. We are using anti-dandruff. We are using germicide like your quaternary ammonium compounds. We are using, and with this also we are using different types of anti-dandruff agents. So for example of these anti-dandruff agents are selenium sulfide. Selenium sulfide we are using as anti-dandruff agent. With this also we are using different types of conditioning agent which will condition the hairs, like your different types of herbal extract, egg, amino acids. These are your conditioning agent. Also we are using also different types of other agents like your sequestrant. Sequestrant means different types of chelating agents like EDTA, ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid, and thickening agent to give a good viscosity. For example, methyl cellulose, polyvinyl pyrrolidine. So different types of thickening agents also we are using for that. Also we are using perfumes, preservative. So preservatives like your benzoic acid, para-hydroxybenzoic acid we are using as a preservative. Also we are using some coloring agents or colors. So colors should be FD&C approved dyes. So these are the different types of formulations. With this we can also classify different types of shampoos like your liquid cream shampoos, gel shampoos, your aerosol shampoos, and special type of shampoos like medicated, and conditioning. Different types of shampoos are nowadays available, and the formulation will be slightly different as per their uses. Now let us go for the other cosmetics like your cold creams. Cold creams. So generally the cold creams we are using, it's a cream means it's like a generally emulsions, and it may contain one or more drugs. So generally cleansing cream and cold cream both are correlated with each other. Sometimes cold creams or cleansing cream we are using to clean the surface of the skin or to remove different makeups or different types of dust. We are using different types of cleansing creams. So the preparation of both the creams will be remain same. That is your we can tell cleansing cream and cold cream. So now let us discuss about different types of cold creams. Generally we are using classification like your emulsified cold creams. Emulsified, that is your beeswax, borax. Then your liquefied cleansing cream, and these are the most popular liquefying your cleansing cream and emulsified cold creams. With this, the different types of also we can tell formulation there. As we can know that it's like emulsion, the formulation also similar to like emulsions, the preparation of creams. Now let us go to the next cosmetic, that is your toothpaste. Toothpaste. So generally the toothpaste we are using to clean teeth and it having a cleansing action. So different types of ingredients also we are using in the formulation. The first thing is your polishing or abrasive agents. Polishing or abrasive agent. Abrasive agent means which will rub the surface of teeth, which will help to clean the teeth, or polishing agents we are also using. So with this different types of ingredients like precipitate calcium carbonate we are using as polishing agent. Also we are calling as precipitate chalk. Different types of phosphates of calcium like dibasic calcium phosphate, dicalcium phosphate also we are using. And also we are using dental grade silica. Dental grade silica means it is a polymer of silica we are using. The next thing we are using in the toothpaste is your foaming agent. Foaming agent, as we know that different types of foaming agents we are using, different types of surfactant we can tell which are using as foaming agents, which will also give a cleansing action. So for that different types of surfactants we are taking like sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium lauryl sarcosinate. So these are the surfactants we are using. Also we are using humectants. Humectants means which will retain moisture on the formulation, humectants. So for that different types of solutions we are using like your sorbitol, 70% sorbitol solution we are using as humectant, which will retain moisture, which will not allow the formulation to dry. Also we are using glycerin. Also we are using propylene glycol. With this some of the other ingredients also we are using like gelling binding agent in the toothpaste. For example sodium CMC. Also different types of ethers of cellulose. Also we are using another ingredient, sweetening agent, because we know toothpaste generally it will give a sweet taste. So for that we are taking saccharin, sodium as a sweetening agent. As well as we are also using flavoring agent, different types of flavors we are adding in that. Also to give a good look to the toothpaste, we are using different types of coloring agents. Also there is some whitening agents also there, like titanium dioxide we are using. Preservative like your methyl paraben, propyl paraben we are also using in the toothpaste. And different types of therapeutic agent as per our requirement. If it is medicated, we are using different types of therapeutic agent like anti-caries, your anti-plaque, bleaching agents, pH regulators as per our requirements. With this, these are the different formulation. Also there is a method of preparation. As we know that there are two types of methods there, dry gum method and wet gum methods for the preparation of these, and these are all about your toothpaste. Now coming to the next cosmetic, sunscreen products. Sunscreen products. So sunscreen products means different types of agents which will prevent from the sun rays. So the first thing, the anti-sunburn products. So for that sunburn agents we have to use generally, which will prevent sunburn. So for that different types of agents like ethyl para-aminobenzoate, glyceryl para-aminobenzoate, amyl salicylate. So these are sunburn preventive agents. Different types of powder materials like zinc oxide, titanium oxide, and natural oils, perfumes. So these things we are using which will prevent sunburn, or we are telling as anti-sunburn products. The next one, suntan products. Suntan products means this is also one type of sunscreen product which will make a layer on the surface of skin, which will pigment on the skin, and it will prevent the sun rays to enter into the skins. So these are all about your sunscreen products. So in the formulation I will give you the notes. In that you have to remember one formulation of that. With this is all about cosmetics as per your syllabus. But there is so many cosmetics there which is not included in your syllabus, so that's why no need to discuss these things. Thank you. So in the next class we will discuss about some what are the units meant for you, the topics we will discuss. Thank you.